Maps and scale. Let's take a little bit look at maps and scale. So what is a map after all? A map is just is a drawing in essence, in its basic sense of an environment. It represents an environment, but it has a scale, right? In other words, there is an actual ratio that's of lengths between what is on the map and what is in real life. So if there's a road on the map, right, it accurately represents a road in real life, right? Whatever's on the map represents something in real life. And so the scale is a ratio of the size of that thing on the map over the to the size of that thing on the actual ground, right? So if if this road is 10 times the size of that road on the map, then the scale is 1:10. If this road is 100 times the size of the one on the map, then the scale is 1:100, right? So if you have the map and the actual value, right, that is the scale. The scale simply represents the ratio of the size on map to ratio in real life. So you'll have two numbers which we just called A and B. These numbers, you must take note, must be the same unit for you to be able to establish a scale. So scale is given in the same unit, right? So 1 centimeter will represent centimeters on that side. If it's meters, there'll be meters on that side. If it's kilometers, it'll be kilometers on that side. But obviously, we standardly or usually use centimeters. Since maps are relatively small, you don't expect meters and kilometers on a map. So most scales are given in centimeters. So now, how can you establish a scale, right? Let's just look at these two examples. You have a map where a length of 2 centimeters represents 5 kilometers. And then you have a map where a length of 4 centimeters represents 100 kilometers. The first thing you need to do is you need the same units, right? For you to establish a scale, you must have the same units, right? So you have to change these kilometers to centimeters. You have to change the kilometers to centimeters. Now, if I have 2 centimeters representing 5 kilometers, right? I have to change my kilometers to centimeters. Now, what do I know? 1 kilometer is equal to 100,000 centimeters. So 5 kilometers will in essence be 500,000 centimeters. So once I get this, I can divide by 2 centimeters on both sides to simplify it. Then I'll get 1. 2 divided by 2 gives me a 1. And then 2 into 500,000 gives you 250, right? 250,000. So that's the scale there. No units now. So when a map is a 2 centimeter length representing 5 kilometers, in reality, its scale is 1:250,000. What if a map has 4 centimeters representing 100 kilometers, right? Now we know, like I said, 1 kilometer is 100,000 centimeters. So 100 kilometers, if you multiply that by 100,000, is going to give you 10 million centimeters. So 4 centimeters represents 10 million centimeters in real life. So if you divide both sides by 4 centimeters, your scale becomes 1:2.5 million. So that's the scale of that map. That's the scale of the map that you have there. But for you to be able to do this, you must have an understanding of the basic conversions, right? 1 meter is 100 centimeters, right? But since a kilometer is 1,000 meters, It means 1,000 times 100, which makes a kilometer 100,000 centimeters. These are probably the two most important conversions that you need to know when it comes to lengths. Very important.